Scorpio, here is your love reading, and I've laid out some cards for you. I'm appealing to or talking to a few different types of Scorpio. This is a very special year for Scorpios, all Scorpios, but some will have started off with a rocky start. I'm not talking about this year, New Year 2023. I'm talking about when Jupiter moved into Aries on May the 10th. So that's my year to May the 16th next year, because Jupiter's movements are very, very important for me and where Jupiter goes. Now, Jupiter gives people presents. Jupiter's the planet of abundance, as you can see there. And he looked at Scorpio and he went, okay, I'm going to give Scorpio love. Now he's going to give love to a lot of different signs this year. Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, and particularly Sagittarius. And before May the 16th next year, all these signs will have received love in a different way. Even Libra and Capricorn. But in different ways. For example, with Sagittarius, it will be Jupiter's their ruler, their house of true love. Aquarius, it will be a house of communications, connections, true establishment, family ties. So the person will become your wife. With Capricorn, it might be a repairing of an old relationship or a discarding of that, moving on to a new relationship or repairing that one. Libra, the same. Scorpio, if you are in a relationship from May the 10th last year and already in one, then the likelihood of you getting married is very, very strong, as we see here. Here we've got the 10 of Cups. Here we've got the 3 of Pentacles, the joining together of two people. Here we have the 2 of Cups. Here we have the 9 of Cups. It all points to a marriage situation, and it's going to be a very fine one for some Scorpios, where the Queen and King of Swords, the reason these have come up, I think, is because both of you have used words unwisely in the past. Now you're hoping to put your swords down and to have a very harmonious relationship between you once that marriage takes place. And here we've got the balance between two people. As long as Scorpio doesn't jump into that marriage situation, it's going to go absolutely fine and have the happiest of endings, which is like, for example, the 7 of Cups. Here we have abundance, opportunities, so many pleasant things to choose from, cars, houses, and everything else. That card is also for that. Now, if you don't go with the heart and jump into this marriage for the right reasons, you could end up like the Hanged Man, which also brings a Pisces into the possible connection, into a situation where you feel abandoned, you want to let go, you feel emotionally unfulfilled. We've all been there. Some relationships just end up like that. That's why it's very important to choose wisely, Scorpio. But if you are choosing wisely, then your sign Pluto is going to push you into investigating the reasons for that. But if it goes wrong, then you'll be feeling very restricted by fear, feeling stuck, as both those cards show. I'll be going back to those for another reason in a moment. But Scorpio, you're ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is a very special sign. It wants you this year to investigate properly what your feelings are, your intentions are. It can bring up obsessions, depression, mortality, and grief. So you get a sort of feeling for what you really need. or reminders of how you felt when those feelings were in your life, which were, you were very isolated at one point, spent a lot of time alone thinking things through. Could have been a Virgo in your past, could be a Virgo now. We've got a possible Pisces, a possible Virgo, and with the Strength card, we've got a possible Leo. So it could be one of a number of people. Let's see how they turn up, and in what capacity and more. But your year is one of progression, one of journeying. So you're leaving behind the feelings of sadness, of shame, of addiction, possibly, of choosing the wrong people, of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's going to be being in the right place at the right time that's going to be happening on this new journey for Scorpio. And on the spiritual side, Pluto's asking you in the face, why are you here? In the face of life. This isn't a rhetorical question. He's going to really strip it down to the essentials, and it will come back to what it really matters. Are you here to find the answer to that? Are you here to love, not just to take? Are you here to give love as well? Now, we've got a retrograde going on here, a Mars retrograde and a Mercury retrograde, which can make you descend from your principles. So it's wanting you to keep on an even keel. Your fourth house is very important home. And if all this goes smoothly and marriage takes place from May the 10th to May the 16th, May the 10th, 22 to May the 16th, 23, then if it goes smoothly, that journey is all for the right reasons. It's going to be a very pleasant home where just beauty adorns it. You are in your finery at last. You've left all that crap behind of possibly living in the wrong places, not having the money, not feeling supported, not having much family support. You're the type of person like Aries that has lots of friends. You are a sort of friend searcher, a friend keeper. Some signs aren't like that, but you are. I'd like to look to see what Pluto is planning for you. So I'm just going to go there now. To what Pluto is planning. Where have I lost it? Because he's getting you, if I don't find it, I can remember what Pluto is really about this year. Pluto wants you to examine inside out what you really mean to yourself, to this other person. So it's going to ask you to drill down, dig up what is worthy and bring it to the surface. It's asking you to be humble, to be true. It wants you to rinse off the dirt, rinse off the mud, uncover the gold, bring up the riches when you dig deep into your soul's work. It's saying, don't let your past affect you. Some of you have not had the most brilliant of pasts. This person is going to accept you for what you are, whilst other people have possibly judged you in the past. There we have a lot of judgment going on in the past. But these two cards are very connected, Temperance and Justice, because they are the karma cards. And you've worked your way through your karma, and you actually are now getting, as karma always does, gives you what you deserve. You're getting the good things you deserve because you have worked hard. You have gone into long-term plans. You have worked hard physically, mentally, emotionally in a job of worth, which wasn't always what happened in the past. For some reason, I'm getting messages. It wasn't always a job of worth. It just was more materialistic and actually quite There's a lot of addiction or debauchery. Maybe you worked in a bar, maybe you worked in a pub, maybe you worked as a sex worker or a lap dancer. I don't know, but these are the messages I'm getting for some Scorpios. But you persevered to get out of that life. You've shown a stamina and a courage, and you gave it the final push, and you got the strength of the lion behind you, and Karma is looking after you and giving you your gifts. So like the Knight of Pentacles, you got on your horse with consistency, strong will, the need to improve, and you created a very productive, hard-working person, which is taking you on your journey to this greatness, as long as it's with the right heart. It's not just because of material returns, because if it is, karma bites people on the arse, and as you know, and things won't go so well, and then you will feel like the hanged man again. You will feel very isolated, emotionally unfulfilled. But if it all goes to plan, it's going to be absolutely beautiful, and true love will be on the path of most Scorpios. So it's going to be a time for a new status, like a Mrs. or a new job title or a new relationship, or maybe a new best friend or a new business partner. This year is bringing something new in, but love will dominate, and the commitment, if it is real and fresh on both parts, will be great. And you will start to focus more on your partner's life than your own life, if it's true. So you will be giving joy to your partner through the things your partner loves to do and feel. So you'll have a really good balancing act for the first time in your life, where you won't consider things in a selfish way. It will be a true King and Queen of Swords putting their swords down and getting on with it. If it's a mutable sign, which is Sagittarius, Pisces, let me look at my mutables. I have no idea why I've forgotten them, because I'm a mutable myself. Virgo and Gemini, it's going to be a great union. So if it is a Virgo, great union. If it's a Sagittarius, great union. If it's a Pisces, great union. And we can all say signs don't really matter, but in a sense they do, because it's the coming together of two people. It could also, we've got Aries here and Jupiter, because it's this Jupiter in Aries that's giving you all your presents at the moment. It's really working hard for you, Scorpio. And if you're at the other end of the scale, if you've been unhappy in a relationship, like this is you in a relationship right now, if this is you in a relationship right now where you're feeling completely in a stalemate, you're feeling locked up, tied up, and you're feeling very restricted, unprotected, unproductive, helpless. If you feel like you want to let go and walk away, you're feeling emotionally unfulfilled. And where's that other one there that we had? Where have I lost it? Ooh, it's gone. Up there. You're feeling like the hanged man. You're actually upside down. If you're feeling any of those things, then that relationship will break up in this period. And you will either go into hermit mode, where you will look after yourself, grow emotionally, or you will meet someone that will give you all this happiness, because this is a great year for Scorpio. And you will find yourself, if this is true and real, focusing on your partner's life. And of course, Pluto is your ruler, and it's giving you rebirth. You're almost changing personality. You're becoming so, I'm not saying you weren't caring before, you're a very caring person, but you're becoming so caring, so appealing to people, that this relationship will really work, because in your rebirth, in your reawakening, you're going, this person is the only one that can make me happy. I'm going to really make it work, because I know what real unhappiness is, and I want this union to work. Let's have a look at some other cards to see what is happening with Scorpios. As I said, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but here I've had messages for 2 different Scorpios. Ones that are truly happy and are going to go on to further happiness. If the intentions are right, then the happiness will continue. If not, they'll go back to square one, because karma is really at work here. Or you are very unhappy and you have to end a relationship, or you are at this point in your life where you're working your way through your karma. You're working your way through your thoughts. Temperance is such an amazing thing. You're becoming more moderate, more compromising. You're avoiding all that extreme behavior that you had in the past, that the sort of ultra, you're developing a different way of dressing even. I'm not saying to be in really skimpy clothes is bad, because some people look amazing in them, of course, but you're going to take on a different stance. It's not going to be all cleavage and bums and legs, and it's going to be something about you, your way of thinking, that's going to appeal to this new person. Of course, your sexiness is going to appeal if you're a woman, or if you're a man, your sort of roguish, handsome ways. But you know, there's a need for balance and fairness in your life, and you know that, and you're going to look for it. You're really going to give the long-term planning to the way you want to be, to your perseverance, to everything. And of course, then if you've not reached this point yet where you've met this amazing person you want to get married to, then you're going to feel overwhelmed by the choices that come along, better choices than you've ever had before. There will be abundance. There will be opportunities that are great this year up to May the 16th. And you will go on the ascendant, not the descendant. So if you feel like you're slipping back, that's not going to last for long. Let's look at some more cards for Scorpio, please. Give me some messages for Scorpio, please. If you've been watching me and my channel, then you'll see that I do rely a lot on my spirit guide, Sarah Elizabeth. And my mini tarot is amazing. I'll take a few more of those in a moment. They were my cards from 25 years ago, and each one's got a little bit of writing on the back that I wrote when I was learning the tarot. And I love looking at what, I mean, obviously I've got loads of decks now and it's all in my head, but I love looking at what I wrote then. And you know, I've got so many decks, tarot decks, but I just keep coming back to my mini tarot. They're just so truthful to me, and they just give me what I need. So whoever this resonates with, please like, share and subscribe and help my channel grow, please. Thank you. Can we have some cards for Scorpio, please? Let's have some of the herbology cards that will help Scorpio understand their lives the most. And then we have the messages for the people you want these messages to be for. Okay, so there we go. Ooh, right. Now here we've got strength. So it could be a Leo. This is like the Leo card. Let's put that there. It could be a fire sign or a Leo. Here we've got sensuality. You will keep your sensuality, but it will be in a much more sophisticated, beautiful way. As I said, it's really going to be something that happens this year. Okay, so here we've got this. You have been the wounded healer. You've had to heal yourself, and you were really wounded. You know, you spent a number of years really feeling the wounds. This is what I want to look at the most. your rebirth. It's happened again. That card's been repeated. Your rebirth is taking place. You are being transformed. You are having a complete rebirth. And Jupiter, remember Jupiter in Aries is really creating that rebirth along with Pluto. They're talking to each other and really setting up things for you. We've got a lion again. So you are developing a great strength, the strength of a lion. But we've also got the wreath, like Jesus Christ sort of had. The mane here has become a wreath, and it's an upside down sort of heart I'm looking at. Beautiful flowers. And here we've got intuition. You're going to be having such a much better intuition than you've ever had before. So I'd like to look at Motherwort. Now there's something about your mother that's coming up. You've had a great sadness regarding your mother for a number of reasons. Could be that she's passed, but she is looking after you, or you've had a falling out with your mother and that might be put right. But the mother is really strong here in your thoughts. And it might be that your partner's mother becomes like your friend or mother. But the mother has given you a strength that you don't forget, or the new mother that's the partner's mother will be essential in your life in connecting things up. There'll be a great inner trust there. And here we've got like the radiance. Here we've got the lion. As I said, it's like the strength card all over again. But here we've got a certain energy building up between two people, possibly the person you're in love with and getting married to, where there's a lot of inner trust and confidence. You can be yourself. You don't have to dress up all the time. You can smile and be yourself. You don't have to look beautiful all the time. Because you are beautiful, and you're going to realize that working on yourself to make yourself beautiful all the time is going to not be necessary, because you will be like the goddess sitting centered, and it's all about your spiritual beauty that's going to be important here. As we can see, the radiance of your strength, of your healthy being. And the goddess sits centered here as the lion leans on her in a state of peaceful delight. So you're going to bring strength to a lot of people and to this partner. If the marriage if you do get married to this person, you're going to be giving such strength to this person. And here's the show of an unwavering faith between the pair of you. It is really going to be a special year for love for Scorpio. Although Venus isn't your ruler, Pluto is. Venus is definitely working on your inner happiness, channeling how you accept and transmit your heart's desires to other people. And here, I kept these 3 cards because I think it's appropriate to tell you about these right now, because you are the conduit for a commune. This person you get married to or have a relationship with, I see marriage for a lot of Scorpios this year, because you will want to commit. But this person is already part of maybe a large family or a sort of commune situation, lives in a place that is very villagey. You're going to bring these people together. You're going to have a sense of community. You're going to fall straight in and fit in, even though immediately on looking at you, they're going to think, she don't fit in. It's either because of the way you dress or the way you are. I don't know. I'm just getting this message. But you are going to fit in, and you're going to become really what you always was meant to be. It's going to be a situation of what you were meant to be in the first place, is your rebirth. A totally different person to what you was at the beginning. It's, correct me if I'm wrong in my comments, but I'm just seeing a completely different person emerging through the connection with this love interest that comes along and becomes very, very important to you. Here we've got the skull cap. It might be a religious skull cap, it might be of a certain religion, or it might be just someone who wears a cap a lot, or it might be, we've got a broken mask here, it might be breaking open your feelings, communicating in such a way that there's no need for masks with this person. Yeah, these are the messages I'm getting here. There's going to be a beautiful stillness between the pair of you. It's not that we've got the community, we've got the commune, we've got you being the conduit for all these people coming together, but although you're going to have a lot of people around you, you're still going to be really happy in the stillness, and you're going to feel like the storm of your life has passed. You've weathered the storm. You're now ground deeply in the present moment. The present moment's going to be so important to you compared. The past is just gone. You don't fear that sort of isolation you went through, or judgment, or unhappiness, or the need for that sort of relapse into addiction or into a way of life that was sort of unsavory for a while. I don't know where I'm getting these messages, but the medicine of the skull cap here and the scorpion there, we've got the scorpion right there, the medicine the scorpion, your scorpion's going to give you is, it embodies the stillness of life. You're going to take the sudden change with ease and calm. And if you felt depleted, exhausted in the past, as you did, it's going to just stay in your cave. It's going to stay in your past. You're in the process of rebuilding yourself, of being reborn. And you've taken time to create this birth, this new structure, which supports this real new version of yourself that is what this person wants. How you were before would not have really suited this person. Let me look at... You're a very sensual person. Of course, this is going to be very attractive to the person you fall in love with, and a part of the reason the person has fallen in love with you. And here we've got the sensuality card, which is you all over. A beautiful body, you discover new forms of intimacy all the time, you're not boring, you find the inner beloved in yourself and you express it in a healthy sexual way with this person, whilst in the past it's not always been a healthy sexual way, and you don't want that anymore. You don't want Satan's apple or the devil's apple, if we're talking in those terms. You want the beautiful apple. You want the golden yellow fruit of intoxicating sexual desire that comes through love and comes through intimacy. And here, this mandrake is here to ask you to find a new form of intimacy with this person based on love. So ask yourself what inspires the bliss, joy and passion in your life. And you will relax in the flow, and you'll easily attract, if you're still single, the sort of person that will give you the right energy in sex and in love, and it'll focus on the joy of it more than the animal-like pleasure you can get, which is momentary and then easily forgotten. So it's like it's coming from a sacral center. It's coming from, it's activating your pleasure zone, but in a higher form of love. So there's no unworthiness here. There's no fear of rejection. There's no inhibition of pleasure to stop you showing your higher love to this person, or this person showing you their higher love. And you will focus on giving your gifts to the world with that overwhelming passion. So you're going to become a person that's going to do your job 100 times better than ever before. Let's take a little few mini tarot cards, please. Can we have a few more messages for Scorpio on that new life they're going to achieve? Okay, so here we've got the Knight of Cups. So it's going to be much more of a romantic life. You're going to follow your heart, and the proposal that you get for marriage will be so beautiful. It won't matter on the size of the ring or what it is, but it'll just be so beautiful. It'll be in a perfect setting, and this person will appeal to your romantic self, not your sexual self, which has been part of your past. So if this resonates with you, please like, share and subscribe and let me know, because my messages are really, really quite startling correct in a lot of forms. You're going to be very busy. You're going to feel very busy. You're going to be very fiery with this person, very wholehearted. You're going to be almost, it could be the other person's a fire sign, as I said, an Aries, or even if they're another sign, I think they'll be a mutable, which is very fiery and really will bring out the Queen of Wands in you, or the woman will be the Queen of Wands if you're male. It's going to be very, very romantic, warm and just beautiful. Yeah, so everybody would love to be a Scorpio right now, because it's such a lovely place to be. Yep. Home is where the heart is, and it's going to be such a beautiful home is where the heart is. That's sort of like what I feel for you. And if you're single, don't lose heart. If you're feeling, or you're in a relationship that's very unhappy and home is not where the heart is, it won't go on. The universe won't allow it. Pluto won't allow it. Aries, Jupiter in Aries is not going to allow it. Jupiter's going to do something about it before he moves out of Aries and he sorts out your love life. And whatever people say about fate and not believing in it, it really is true. Your life can change in 24 hours without explanation. If the universe wants something, they will make sure you get it. Now, don't be dishonest. Have purity here. Have humility. Otherwise, the situation will not go as planned. And this is what I'm getting. So please, please go into this for the correct reasons, not the finery, not the money. Go in because you really feel it in your heart. And maybe you're in a situation or a relationship with someone where they are dishonest and manipulating, and you have to get out because you're fed up of it. You're not going to have it anymore. And here we've got you feeling overtaxed. So someone could be having a lot of struggles with someone who's really got a very bad behaviour, and they're feeling burdened by that. And look what we've got at the bottom of the deck here. The Tower moment. There will be a Tower moment for those people. It will not continue as it is. Absolutely not. Here we've got messages regarding a woman. So she's going to be very Empress-like. As I said, you're going to change the way you dress. You're going to be completely different. You're going to be very regal, very chic, very like sex on legs, but in a different way. And you're going to be very capable, nurturing and practical, and almost a healer type of woman. But you will find a capability in your work where you're going to be promoted, and it's going to be so different to the past where there was so much conflict and competition and sadness, and it's going to be so different. You're going to feel like, wow, now I'm getting progress in my life. Now I've created my own magic. And, you know, manifestation is really real. I'm not very good at manifesting, even though I'm an astrologer and I'm manifesting for myself. I advise other people, but I think it's through gratitude. It's writing your wishes down and saying, I'm really grateful for what I've got. being really grateful for what you have rather than saying, I need this, which I think I have been a bit like. It's like, I've got this, I'm really grateful, but it would be great if I could have this as well. And I'm taking that approach, so I'll let you know if it works. And it's learning the practical lessons of life, which a lot of Scorpios will have learned. And if not, if you're going in it for the wrong reasons, you will learn them. So these are very strong messages for Scorpio at the moment, but there will be triumph over adversity. And we have the Queen and King of Swords under there, those swords will be put down, and there will be such clarity and togetherness and breakthroughs in this relationship where you won't need swords, while in the past you've probably needed swords, knives and all sorts going on in your relationships. Well, here you won't. A few more of these, and then I'm going to pull a few other cards, and then I'm going to leave you so I can do another reading for a love reading for someone else as 2023 opens. So here we've got the High Priestess. Your intuition is going to be so important. Your unexplored potential is going to be evident. You're going to be the Divine Feminine. I was doing readings last week and the Divine Masculine was coming up all the time. This week it's all about the Divine Feminine. You're going to show this beautiful feminine side of yourself. And even if you're a male, sometimes that's really evident, you know, to show this softness, this kindness in the relationship. You know, the gentle touch works so well, and there's going to be fantastic progress in that relationship, exploring things together. But for the people that are feeling sad, let down or betrayed, change will come. Believe me, change will come. Feel confident that karma is at work. We've had that card twice now. So karma is at work. There will be a rewriting. There will be a reward for all that you've gone through, for the choices you've made, for the way you've been with people. You know, you're a kind soul and there will be rewards for you. One more of these before we pull some more cards. I just want one final message for Scorpio out of these, please. And then I'll do some repeat tarot to see if they get repeated, to see what's important. But remember, this year is the year of love for you. And if you're in a committed bond that's working, I can see marriage on the cards for a lot of you. If it's enticing because there's money involved or finery, be in it for the right reasons. Be in it for the right reasons. Security is not enough, because it's only having the right partner and the right love that makes it work. Otherwise, you're better off alone. But the people that are sad in relationships at the moment, Scorpions that are sad, there will be a change. Something will happen. There'll be a breakthrough. And you will leave that relationship here. You're going to be getting very sort of a youthful confidence and fairness about yourself. And there's going to just be lots and lots of changes. But if you've got a child, keep that child as part of the situation. Otherwise, it's going to be very disappointing for the child. So I've just had that message through as well. And we've got the Page of Cups here. It's another page. So it's like a child card. And there will be happy news with that child. The child will be very happy if it's included in. It's really important that you create a sort of situation for everyone here. Let's get your Moonology card for timings. And here we've got emotions are running high. Okay. So emotions are running high for some reasons, Scorpios. Can we have some more cards? To conclusions are within reach. So this might be the Scorpions that are really having to leave something go or need changes. What do you need to release? We have some more messages, moon messages for these Scorpios, please. You're very close to achieving your goal. Prosperity lies ahead. So you need to break away in order to get that prosperity. These seem to be messages for the Scorpios that are going through difficulty at this moment in relationships they are not comfortable in. We have one more card for those people, please. One more card, please. And that is a new romantic cycle begins. So whether things change with that person, it says surrender to the divine. There's always divine timing. The universe is so in control of our lives. They know what we need. Let fate help you. If this relationship is meant to end, it will end, believe me. Your commitment is being tested and adjustments are required. So there's going to be a lot of change for a lot of Scorpios. A lot of change. Let's get some messages through. Messages for Scorpios, please. Messages for Scorpios on the love front, please. Perfection. Perfection will come, Scorpios. It will be beautiful. Whoops. You won't need to sting anyone at all. Will be the gentle Scorpio with no sting, no sword. Just a gentle Scorpio, loving and healing. Instinct. You're going to rely on your instinct so much. It's going to be so precious to you because it's going to mean everything. It's going to tell you what to do. Going to be a lot of passion as well. Ooh, sounds lovely. Sounds beautiful. Let's take some from here. We have 2 cards for Scorpio, please. Oops, they want me to have all of them because they're not coming out on their own. Let's have that one deeper. Look deeper. Look deeper into things. There's always hidden messages. It might be you're in that situation and you just have reached a stalemate, but you need to look at it and think, did I love this person once before? Can I love them again? Do we just reconsider? This is the year of love. It might even be with that person. It's right under your nose and you can't see it right now. But if not, a new love will come in. And if you're in a committed bond, the likelihood of you having got married since May the 10th last year and May the 16th next year, if you have, then let me know. Because this is the year of commitment, love and marriage. They want me to take them all. So let's see what it says. You're a leader. So you're going to be very important. Remember what I said about the conduit in this relationship. You're going to be playing music and being so happy. And the commitment's going to be intense. And you might be studying or taking exams at work to promote yourself. And there could be lots of healthy eating because you're going to be so happy. As I said, your body's going to look different. You're going to be all healthy and in love and radiant, which is what happens to people that are in love. Can we have a few cards for Scorpio, please? I don't want to make the readings very long because they just take ages to upload, like 2 days. So I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. And if you do like my readings, please tell me. Archangels are looking after you. So we've got the healings of the chakras. Your chakras aren't all open. So your 6th chakra is being opened. So I'm going to leave you very soon. Anxiety. So some of you are going through a very anxious time. Can we have a card for that, please? For Scorpio. Okay. Maybe because of financial constraints. That might be affecting the relationship. But as I said, if it's not making you happy, you will walk away. Ooh. Too many, but let's see what they say. Yeah, there's a storm warning here, so what's going on there? There's a storm warning. Some sort of storm is going to take place. But you need that to create the change. And someone in spirit, might be your mother, or someone in spirit is really looking after you and creating the change. They're like, we're in control of this. And manifesting, show appreciation for what you have, even if you're unhappy, if you've got a roof over your head, you've got food on the table, you've got some money in the bank, show appreciation, and manifest what you need through appreciation. And here we've got a woman holding a coin, so those financial constraints could be over, whether you're a male or a female. There's a man holding a heart here, so someone's going to come forwards with love. And there's a door to personal happiness and healing. And the world, you've got the world is your lobster. The world is at your feet. One of these, please. Oh, I do need to look at the tarot just to see if I get a repeat on the previous ones, because that will tell us what's really important. Here, life purpose. Your life purpose is going to be very clear. As I was saying, Pluto is going to make you find your life purpose, what it is that's going to make you happy, work-wise, love-wise, and there's nothing to worry about. You people over here with the storm warning, it will get sorted. You are being divinely protected and the angels are looking after you. And here we got the law of attraction. So with love, it's all about the law of attraction. Who's meant to come will come. What's yours will not pass you by. That's absolutely for certain. Can we see if we can get a few repeat tarots? Let's see if we get any more repeated, because those are the most important messages to us. Messages for Scorpio on repeat. Major Arcana Tarot, please. So the Tower, we've had the Tower here. And we've got the Tower, so there's going to be a Tower moment. There's definitely going to be a Tower moment for these people in this awful relationship, and it will create the change you need, either reconciliation or letting go, finishing. Here we've got the Magician, which is a repeat as well, because you're magicking up your own fantasy and future. Here we've got the Strength card, the Lion, the Leo, so it could be a Leo that's involved, but the most important card in any reading is the Chariot for me, because you really do not have to worry. You are sitting in the chariot of fate. The universe is looking after you. The universe is saying, don't worry, I'm in control, or spirit is in control. They're taking you to your destiny, or they're leading the right person to you, or they're going to change the mindset of the person that's making you unhappy, because they may be lost in a situation as well. So they might need mending or healing for you both to come together. A few more repeat cards, please, just to confirm that these messages are the strongest and the best for Scorpio. And when you get married, eat a bit of wedding cake for me and drink a glass of champagne for me. Can we have a card for Scorpio, please? Yeah, the Empress, we've had that. You are definitely the beautiful Empress now. Whether you're male or female, you are the beautiful Empress, dressed in her finery and looking so radiant. A different sort of sensuality, a different sort of sexiness, which is bringing you to your life now. And the Sun. When the sun comes, spring, you're going to be having the best time, but you always love the sun. Strength, God, we've got the Leo card again, so it's really paramount that strength is going to be really important in you. It's changing, and that it could be a Leo that's involved. And the Ace of Cups, of course, always tells us that you know, there's amazing things. Getting an ace card is so important these days. And the Ace of Cups is just so beautiful. It's a new beginning, a new love, intimacy, loyalty. It's just the best card to have for love, happiness. And of course, the Strength card is so important as well. It really is, not only because it might indicate it's a Leo, or that you're getting those lion-like qualities, which are so important because you don't need a sword anymore. You are the sword, you are the lion, even though you're a Scorpio. But it shows that you're stronger than you realize now, and that you believe in yourself and your ability to grow and be this beautiful being that is in demand. You've shown patience, you've shown forgiveness, you've shown courage, and you're approaching the world and life with a great compassion. And you're also showing kindness and gentleness at the same time. And if in this situation, if I could put these here, if the person you are with is very angry and annoying and rough, try the gentle technique. If you do love that person, you know, give them the heart, give them the gentleness, the gentle touch. And the Emperor, you've got each other, Empress and Emperor. And the High Priestess, of course, your intuition is telling you what to do. Just go. Oh gosh, we've got the Chariot card twice, which for me says it all. Do not panic. Just let fate, let the universe take you to where you have to go, and you're going to have the best results ever. Go with the flow. Thank you, Scorpio. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.